तो पाकिस्तान में सहाफ़ियों और सहाफ़त का तहफ़्फ़ुज़ किसकी ज़िम्मेदारी है, इस मौके पर इस मौजू पर बात करने के लिए हमारे साथ हैं कमेटी टू प्रोटेक्ट जर्नलिस्ट के एशिया प्रोग्राम डायरेक्टर Stephen Butler. Stephen, welcome to View 360.
Thank you.
So we saw what happened in Balochistan recently between the militant groups and journalists. In a situation where the state has declared certain element as anti-state actors, what responsibility do journalists have towards giving their point of view, the point of view of these militant organizations?
Well, I think the responsibility is the same that they would find anywhere, which is to report accurately on what it is these people are doing and what they're saying.
So if they publish a statement, is it imperative upon news organizations to publish it as it is?
No, absolutely not. But I think it's important that news organizations reflect accurately what it is these groups are demanding.
तो स्टीवन कहते हैं कि ये ज़रूरी है कि अखबारात और दीगर जो सहाफ़ती इदारे हैं वो दुरुस्त मालूमात अपने पढ़ने वालों को, अपने देखने वालों को दें, लेकिन ये ज़रूरी नहीं है कि कोई अस्करियत पसंद ग्रुप या कोई भी ग्रुप ऐसी स्टेटमेंट अपनी जो रिलीज़ करता है उसको बिल्कुल हर्फ ब हर्फ शाया भी किया जाए. The flip side in Balochistan, as one of the speakers in this report also said, who is related to a newspaper, he said that the government also very strongly controls what we can and cannot say, what we can and cannot publish. What can journalists do in that situation? How can they perform their duties honestly?
Well, it may be impossible. Frankly, it's an extremely difficult situation in Balochistan, and many of the main news organizations, for that reason, are refusing to post their own correspondence. And the result is that local correspondents who live in the neighborhoods are under tremendous pressure from all sides. And very often, they're not able even to withdraw from reporting, because if they don't report something, they get pressure.
So दोनों तरह से ही सहाफ़ी एक मुश्किल सिचुएशन में है, ख़ासतौर पे बलूचिस्तान में, क्योंकि एक तरफ दबाव की वजह से वो अपने सहाफ़ियों को तैनात नहीं करना चाह रहे बलूचिस्तान के मुख्तलिफ़ इलाकों में, लेकिन दूसरी जानिब से उन पर प्रेशर भी है कि वो कुछ रिपोर्ट करें. So what do you suggest a journalist in Balochistan can do in this situation?
Well, I think the government of Pakistan needs to step up and find out who is attacking these journalists and bring them to justice. Impunity, the fact that people attack journalists in Pakistan and do not face justice is a very serious underlying issue.
And we have some numbers also on that. So जहाँ तक ये इशू है कि सहाफ़ियों पे हमले होते हैं और हुकूमत को उनका तहफ़्फ़ुज़ फराहम करना चाहिए, वो बात अपनी जगह, but there are statistics released by CPJ, और CPJ के मुताबिक 1994 से अब तक पाकिस्तान में कम से कम 82 सहाफ़ी अपने फ़राइज़ की अंजामदही के दौरान हलाक हुए. इनमें से 22 की हलाकत की कोई वजह भी नहीं मालूम. So since CPJ has been gathering statistics, 82 journalists have been killed in Pakistan, and for 22 of those, there's not even any known motive. In Pakistan, journalists come under fire from both state and non-state actors. They face detention, they face beating. Recently, Ahmed Noorani's case came on the front lines. It was on at the top of all news in print and as well as in broadcast. Who is responsible for protecting journalists? Should it be the organization that they work for? Should it be the government? Who should it be?
Well, it has to be a combination. Obviously, the organizations that employ journalists need to step up and take protective measures and provide training, provide safety training. There are also non-government organizations in Pakistan that are stepping in to provide some solutions in this area. But the government several years ago made commitments to CPJ to prosecute those who are responsible for these murders, and we think that responsibility needs to be taken very seriously.
So हुकूमत पाकिस्तान ने CPJ से ये वादा किया था कि पाकिस्तान में सहाफ़ियों के ख़िलाफ़ जो हमले होते हैं और जो दीगर सरगर्मियाँ होती हैं उनकी तफ्तीश की जाएगी, लेकिन अभी तक ऐसा उनका कहने में नहीं सामने आया. और दूसरा यह है कि हुकूमत की ज़िम्मेदारी है कि वो इन लोगों का तहफ़्फ़ुज़ यकीनी बनाए. उसके अलावा जिन इदारों के लिए सहाफ़ी काम करते हैं उनके लिए भी ज़रूरी है कि वो उनको ये ट्रेनिंग दें जिसके ज़रिए वो अपने आप को महफूज बना सकें. But when a journalist gets pulled aside while he's driving on the road, when he gets abducted, he disappears for a few days or comes back beaten up, an organization cannot really train you how to fight people who have come to kidnap you.
Yeah.
What kind of relief can journalists be given in these kind of situations?
There's no easy answer. I think, but I think you have to look at the fundamentals, which is freedom of the press is vital for Pakistan's political health, for its democracy. More people in the government, more people in the private sector need to stand up and defend journalists.
And there needs to be an understanding of the value
Yes.
the journalism and journalists provide to society. So
Yes.
private sector, public sector दोनों को ही ये बात समझनी होगी कि जर्नलिस्ट क्या ऐड करते हैं, क्या उनकी ड्यूटीज़ हैं. Last but not the least, I very briefly want to ask you this. When you look at these scenarios that are happening to journalists in Pakistan, what does this say to you about the state of journalism and of democracy in Pakistan? Very briefly.
Very briefly, it's extremely fragile.
All right. तो बहुत नाजुक सूरत हाल है सहाफ़त की भी और पाकिस्तान की जमहूरियत की भी CPJ के नुमाइंदा की नज़र में.